What? You're gonna be a dad.
What? No, it's Boneless Thursdays, which means free boneless wings.
You'd be a great dad.
Okay, enough.
Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday only at Buffalo Wild Wings. To the greatest of all times. Buy one boneless wings at regular price. Get one of equal value free at participating locations for a limited time. While supplies last. Limit one, not valid with other offers. Size exclusions may apply. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations through Buffalo Wild Wing website or app. Fees, including service fees, may apply.
No matter how far you may go, there's always one just down the road. Town Pump, who pump it up, pump it up.
Town of Pump is excited to once again sponsor the Brawl of the Wild Rivalry Series between Montana State and the University of Montana. Look for special Brawl of the Wild promotions throughout the year at your local Town Pump.
Town Pump, right down the road, pump it up, oh yeah.
It was a nice spring day, so I decided to do a little work around the house. I didn't think anything of it. I've dug 1,000 holes 1,000 times until I hit a shallow gas line. The repair cost me over $5,000, and in one fell swoop, the family vacation was kaput. I know I'm not the only one, but it still hurts. Next time I'm calling 811 before I dig.
Learn from Jerry and hundreds of others. Call 811 before you dig.
Brought to you by Montana811.org.
Bobcat fans, Lithia Dodge of Billings, Montana's #1 new car dealer and proud partner of Montana State Bobcats, has the new truck you've been looking for, in stock now and ready for immediate delivery. Come test drive a new 2023 Ram 1500 during Power Days at Lithia Dodge in Billings. See why we're Montana's #1 new car dealer. Based on 2020 and 2021 and 2022 new vehicle registration data.
At Levitt Group Insurance, we believe that hard work, dedication, and teamwork are the keys to success. Levitt Group Insurance is proud to present the weekly Bobcat Impact Player of the Game. Each week, a player will be selected because they've proven that they have what it takes to be a game changer. Levitt Group Insurance will always work hard and change your insurance program to fit your needs to be a game changer for your business. To see how we can help you with your business, employee benefits, home and auto insurance, contact a Levitt Group Insurance office near you. Levitt Group Insurance, leaving nothing you value to chance.
For every peak, valley, and plateau, for every mishap and every adventure, for every Montanan in every season of life, Bozeman Health is here to deliver care with quality, compassion, and respect. Because we see you as more than the patient you are today. We look to what's on the horizon for you and our community over the decades to come. That's care beyond care. Well beyond Bozeman Health.
Here we go. We are back for Catch It at Buffalo Wild Wings. Want to remind you that you can get all the Bobcat gear that you want and that you need at the MSU Bookstore. You can shop at the Strand Union Building or online at msubookstore.org. All right, we are ready to talk some volleyball finally. We are with Kira Thompson and new head coach Matt Houck. Guys, how we doing? How we feeling?
Good. Doing great.
Yeah, good. Good to have you here. I know it's been a long kind of journey here to get things started. You guys tired of flying around yet in this first couple of weeks of the season?
Yeah, we're ready to be home.
Yeah, no doubt. 4 of your first 5 Big Sky games were on the road, but it's been successful so far, coming in right now at 11-4 and 4-1 in Big Sky play. Kira, you're a senior. You've gone through a lot the last couple of years, couple of coaching changes, and now here you are, but a 4-1 record in Big Sky play. How you feeling? How's the start to the year for you?
Yeah, it's definitely not a bad start to the season. Couldn't have really hoped for better.
Yeah. How's the team look this year compared to the last couple of years, and just what's got you guys going in the right direction right now?
Yeah, I think this year we have a lot of maturity. We've got 6 seniors. We've got a lot of depth. I think there's 19 or 20 of us on the team now, so just having a lot of depth and a lot of maturity and leadership has been really good.
Oh, you're a part of that as well. I mean, what has it been like the last couple of years? Or mid-season coaching change last year, bringing in Coach Houck right now. I mean, what's that been like the last couple of years?
It's kept us on our toes for sure. But the team's rolled with it and just accepted changes and embraced it, and so it's been really good. But
Well, good. 4-1 is a pretty good start and a chance to come home. They will be back home on Thursday, so if you want to check them out on Thursday, 7 o'clock, and on Saturday as well, a noon tip on that Saturday game. So that way you can go watch some volleyball, and then you can go watch some football after that. But, Coach Houck, how you settling in first year here at Montana State?
Yeah, we're doing great. The change has been good for all of us, me and Jen and our kids, and we feel like we found a really nice home here in Bozeman, and we couldn't have landed in with a better group of athletes who were ready to maybe surge forward a little bit.
Yeah, you're coming over from the Big Ten, which, of course, is a heck of a volleyball conference, and you were part of one of the great programs in that volleyball conference in Minnesota for a long time. It was 12 years, is that right?
10.
10 years. Yeah. So why now? Why was now the right time to make the move and take an opportunity as a head coach?
Yeah, it was just a good moment. I worked for Hugh McCutcheon for that time, who was a very successful head coach, and he had decided that he was going to retire, and so it felt like it was the right time to start looking to find our own program to run. And, we were really deliberate with that process, trying to find a place that we felt like was going to support volleyball at a really high level and a place that we could go in and be successful. We definitely weren't interested in being mediocre, so we wanted to find a place where we felt the admin and the university was going to support volleyball at a high level. And all along the way in the process, Montana State just kept, separating themselves to the top of the pile.
Yeah, so you kind of mentioned it there, but you were really, like, what were some of those things you were looking for? You wanted that support, and just why was Montana State the place where it did look like they really want a volleyball team that can win and go out?
Yeah, well, I think, all universities are different, and, the sport of women's volleyball doesn't matter everywhere, and there's some places where it matters a lot. And as I continued to talk to Leon through the process, it just really felt that he was interested in all sports teams at Montana State having a chance to thrive and become the best versions of themselves. And then additionally, it felt like from the top down, all the way from the president of the university through the town and the community and the state of Montana, that it's really cool to be in a state where there's only 2 Division I schools, and I think there's no pro sports, right? So the collegiate level of athletics really matters here in the state of Montana, and we wanted to be a part of that.
Yeah, well, it's been fun to have you guys here and rocking and rolling. And Kira, I want to talk a little bit about this last weekend for you guys. I mean, massive weekend, an opportunity to go to Northern Colorado, the reigning Big Sky champs. And this was a match for you guys that maybe didn't get off on the exact right foot. Only the 15 points in that first set, but an 11-1 run in that second set to get things going.
And the whole team just kind of gravitated towards her, and she went on a big serving run, and that was kind of the huge swing of the game that we needed.
Yeah, it's kind of nice when you can get some good serves back to back to back that can really take control of something.
Totally.
Yeah, well, you're a pretty good server yourself as well. I mean, what's the key? What makes your serve so strong, so dominant?
As Matt likes to say, repeatability.
Yeah. Is that right, Coach?
Absolutely. It's the only closed loop skill in the game of volleyball, so your ability to repeat is pretty important.
Yeah, no doubt. And for you, Kira, too, you are in a place right now, three times you've been named Big Sky Offensive Player of the Week, which is pretty cool. You've also become the 4th Bobcat with 1,000 career kills and 1,000 career digs. That's pretty special as well. And you're approaching that career kills record also. Are you thinking about that at all, or are you just trying to force that out of your mind?
I've been trying to force it out of my mind. My parents are keeping track, so I kind of keep getting reminded of it, but I'm trying to keep my focus on the team and what we're going to do.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool, though. I mean, it's one of those things you can look back at the counting stats after, but, I mean, when you just think for a second about that body of work, like, what does it mean to you when you think back to those first practices as a freshman and now to be here as a leader on a team that is right there in the Big Sky hunt with all of these records? Like, what's it like sitting back and kind of reflecting on that at any moment?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think the first couple years of my career, we kind of stalled out. It was kind of 4th, 5th in the conference. And so I think to just see the team grow from being 4th to now we're ranked 2nd and we did awesome in preseason, I think that's just the most interesting thing, is to get to watch the team build over the past couple years.
Yeah, and for you, Coach, how just kind of walking in here and all of a sudden you've seen all of these young women who've come together and they've got their own identity. How do you kind of balance that where you've got your own identity and what you want to do, but also what the culture was already here?
Well, I think that's what was really unique to this group is that they were really ready for a culture shift. And, when we walked in on day one, we presented what we believed this culture could look like and, kind of asked the question, are you ready for this? And if you're not, that's okay. But this is what we want to do with this thing, and so we'll help you move on if this is not something you want to be a part of. And luckily, all hands went up in the air and said, "Yeah, we want to make this shift." And so we were able to come in and, kind of lay the foundation of, hey, this is what we're going to stand for. This is the direction we're going. And the cool thing is all athletes went 100% in, and they were ready. I think they were also ready to not be middle of the pack anymore, and because they had the physical talent to rise to the top, and we believed that we had a formula that was going to help them get there.
Hey, Kira, what was it like for you bringing in somebody like this who has the pedigree he has? What was it? We had 3 Final Fours, 4 Elite Eights at Minnesota. That had to be kind of exciting when you saw that kind of resume coming in.
Yeah, we were super excited.
But what do you remember about some of those first meetings and the way Coach Hauck kind of came in and tried to set the tone for you guys?
Yeah, I think he was super assertive, which is something that stood out to me. There's 20 strong women in a room, and so to stand up and kind of say, here's how it's going to be, and here's what we want to do, and who's on that train and who's off that train, I think the team really gravitated towards that, honestly.
Well, starting to show in the results so far, and now a chance to get back home and play in front of the hometown crowd. You excited to get back home here?
Yes, we're super excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, should be a good situation here, and excited to see you guys go back to work. So 7 o'clock on Thursday, and what was it, noon? Noon on Saturday?
Correct.
7 o'clock on Thursday and noon on Saturday over at Troyer Gym. So looking forward to seeing that. Coach Hauck, Kira Thompson, appreciate you guys joining the time.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate that.
Yeah, all right. Little Montana State volleyball sitting at 4-1. They are second place in the Big Sky and a chance to finally get home after a long road trip to get things going. We're taking a break. You're listening to Catch It, presented by Learfield.
Bridger Brewing is home to award-winning locally crafted beer and pizza and is proud to support all things Bobcat sports. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, last beer served at 8 p.m., and located right across from the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse. Stop by after the game today to enjoy a cold pint of beer and a slice of made-from-scratch delicious pizza. Dine-in service and online ordering for takeout are both available. Check out BridgerBrewing.com and at Bridger Brewing on Instagram and Facebook, and stay tuned for updates on our newest adventure in Three Forks, Montana.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Montana holds some of the greatest hunting in the country, and much of that occurs on private land. Access to private land is a key part of hunting and wildlife management, but that access is at risk with every gate left open, piece of litter left behind, or torn up ag field from someone driving where they weren't allowed. As hunters and guests in Montana, we must do better. Get familiar with Montana's block management program and follow the rules for every block management area you hunt, because we either do better or we'll lose access. It's that simple. It's up to us. Respect access, protect the hunt.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins Howland believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins Howland, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
Did you know that Southwest Montana has one of the highest per capita hot tub usage rates in the world? See what your friends and neighbors already know. How great it feels to soak under the Big Sky. Mountain Hot Tub has helped more friends and families relax in hot water than anyone in Montana. New hot tubs starting at less than $5,000. When you're ready to relieve stress and save money at the same time, come see us at the corner of Huffine and Gooch Hill. Mountain Hot Tub since 1979.
We are back at Buffalo Wild Wings for Cat Chat. I'm Keaton Galogly, and we are joined now by your starting right tackle, Marcus Weir. Marcus, how we doing? How we feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing quite well. Sure we got all this turned up so everybody can hear everything you got to say. All right, well, how was the bye week?
It was good. Good healing and little practice in there. So.
Yeah, nice to watch some of the secondary guys go after it a little bit and some of that scrimmage stuff.
Yeah, it was fun. They competed and got after it and did a little hitting. So.
Okay, yeah, fun to watch them kind of play as themselves instead of just somebody on the scout team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Anybody stand out to you? Anybody look good in that scrimmage?
Oh, I just, we threw 3 picks, so.
Well, you didn't throw any picks.
No, yeah. The offense did.
But still, kind of nice and nice to get through that bye week and kind of take that deep breath. And did you get something good to order here, something to eat?
Yeah, I got 30 wings, so,
Perfect. Only 30? I thought you were going to get the 60.
No, I don't think they have that.
Okay,
and I don't know how much I was allowed to spend.
Well, yeah, and you got a lot of the other guys back there too. So hopefully the kitchen was ready for it because the whole offensive line walks in. And we're gonna eat up a whole ranch of chicken.
Yeah.
I know one of the big fun talks last year was about you adding some weight as you made that move from the defensive line over to the offensive line. So. And now your diet kind of back at least a little to normal-ish?
During the season, it's kind of tough because you're trying to maintain weight while, burning all those calories at practice, and you got school on top of that. So it's dialed back a little bit, but it's still in full force. So.
Yeah. What's your favorite go-to now? Now, last year was all the Pickle Bear, Okidoba. Anything new that has been a go-to for you?
No, those are still the staples. Yeah. Nothing new much.
Yeah.
I go to the same place, get the same thing.
All right. I like it. Hey, whatever it takes to get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
Well, how you settling in this year? How you feel like this offensive line group is playing?
I feel like we've meshed really well so far. We've been playing fast and physical, and I think that's how we've been doing well so far.
Yeah, well, 1,612 rushing yards to lead the nation after a bye week ain't too shabby.
No.
One of the other things I wanted to ask you a little about too on this line is RJ said something to me on the air. RJ Fitzgerald, our analyst, he said something on the air that offensive linemen don't generally have any idea what's happening behind them. Is that true?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just see the ball go by me, and I'm like, oh, touchdown,
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So it's not a situation then. I mean, we've seen such a stable of running backs this year and really the last couple of years. So it's not something where you guys feel like you're blocking differently for a different running back. It's just whatever the play call is, and whoever's back there is whoever's back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't kind of tailor it like, oh, Jared White likes this a little bit, or Julius likes that.
No, we're same every play.
Yeah.
So.
What's it been like watching some of these new running backs? Julius Davis, tell me a little bit about him and what it's like watching him go to work.
I just love the way he runs. He runs hard, angry, and I love the fire in him. You know.
How long did it take for that to come out? I mean, when he first transferred over here from Wisconsin, was it, okay, boom, he's like here, he's ready to go, or take a minute to come out of his shell?
I think it's hard in practice because, you're not, like, trying to kill the other team. They're on your team. So I think the first game you just see him run people over and kind of, like, shove it in their face. I think that's the first time I saw it.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, this is what we got now.
This guy's legit. Like.
Yeah, I'd say so. And then Scott Trey Humphrey, too. I mean, we can all see it from the stands how hard he runs, and we know he's a little banged up right now. But as a true freshman to come out and just run with that type of intention and be at that, like, point of contact, how explosive is that down at the field level?
I mean, he runs hard, and sometimes he hits you, and it doesn't feel great either. So, sometimes I get hit in the back, and I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah, and he's not even trying to hit you.
No, and but when I see him hit the other team, it's a great sight.
Yeah,
so.
And then, Jared White, I mean, we've seen him with how many 50-yard runs at this point. What's it like watching him find his hole and just explode in that second and third levels?
Yeah, it was great to see him come back. I know he got injured last year, but it was great, and I love when any running back hits a 50-yard, but especially him coming off that injury and seeing him, come back. So
yeah, it's been fun to watch. A little bit about your background. So you grew up in Billings, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was your recruiting process like? Did you grow up a Bobcat fan?
I did not.
Okay.
I was over the hill.
Oh, you were? Okay.
I like to say young and dumb. That's what I say.
Yep.
So, but I got recruited by both schools, and I just felt like this is the right fit. The Bobcats were on the rise, and while I was playing in the state championship over in Hamilton, they had the Miracle in Missoula.
Right.
So I never actually saw that until after. But
okay.
It just kind of shows you like what kind of team they had here.
Right.
Like to come back from that deficit in that hostile environment, like it just showed you kind of who they were,
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how an outcome of a game like that can be so impactful when you are deciding. I mean, when it comes down to recruits, how many times we've heard recruits talk about the atmosphere and the environment here, or, in your case, you're talking about one game. That game goes differently. I mean, do you feel like maybe you make a different choice?
I don't know. Most of my family went to MSU, and it's just a closer location for, like, my grandparents to come over.
Yep.
I don't know if they'd be able to make it over to Missoula, so that was definitely.
Especially as that snow starts falling.
Yeah, in the winter. So
if your parents went to MSU, how did you end up the Montana fan?
My older brother was a MSU fan, so I was like, well, I'm going to do the opposite of you. So.
Yes. Okay, that's how that goes. That happened to one of my other friend. He was the Bears fan, so his younger brother became the Packer fan.
Oh, okay.
So, right, and you're a Packer fan?
I am, yeah.
Okay.
Big Packer fan, but took a tough L on Monday.
That was nice. I didn't mind that.
No, that's tough.
Hey, as a Bears fan, I think this might be the only week I can hold a W over your L. This is the only week I'm going to be able to get it.
Yeah, you guys finally got a win.
Yeah,
so
that's it. And now we're good. I'm not going to get another one for another 340 days.
Yeah.
But once you did get here, you kind of get into the crew. You're on the D line. You make the switch over to the offensive line. Tell me a little bit about Brian Armstrong. Obviously, he's now over at Fresno State, but what was his role in getting you adjusted into that new position as an offensive lineman?
Yeah, I think it was just more of like the technique and like you can't be just out of control anymore. On the D line, it's kind of just uncontrolled rage. That's what I used before, and now it's like you got to be more in control because you don't know exactly where they're going to be.
Right.
So I think that was the biggest part, and the technique is just so much different playing O-line versus D-line and going backwards instead of forwards. So that was a big learning curve.
Yeah, kind of the same thing when a wide receiver switches over to cornerback. It's okay, now I got to learn how to run backwards. Yeah, James Campbell told us that story on this show last year. But, now with Al Johnson, and obviously at that point now when he came, you're already established and you're doing what you're doing. But tell me how Al Johnson, the new offensive line coach, has settled in and what he's been like as your guys' position coach.
Yeah, he's been a great coach so far. I think he's really taken us to the next level. A big emphasis over the spring and this fall has been pass pro, and I think that's where we needed to improve most last year is because, we're going to have to throw the ball at some point, So
even when you're racking up 1,600 yards in the first 5 games, you're still going to throw the football a little bit. Well, give us a little X's and O's. I mean, for people who haven't played offensive line, what is so different about that pass protection versus the when you're going out and you're blocking for a run?
Oh, probably like, I don't know. They're just in pass pro. It's just you're facing probably the second best athlete on the field.
Yeah.
And you're probably the worst athlete on the field. So that's kind of hard. And you're going backwards.
Right.
And they move a lot faster than you do. So you just got to be really technically sound. And in the run game, it's just all about, I think, speed and mentality and just coming off the ball. I think that's what we're taught here. So
because kind of on those run, when you guys are blocking for a run, you're trying to get to a spot, but on the pass protection, you're just kind of reading what the defense is doing or that D-line is doing.
You're trying to get to a spot and then just like react to what he's doing.
Yeah.
You always have to like analyze. Nobody's really going to understand this, but
it's okay. Hit us with it. I'll ask a follow-up if I don't get it. Go ahead. Hit me with it.
So his RAM, his angle
the defender's angle. Okay.
Yeah, is he pointed up the field?
Okay.
Is he pointed, more inside where is there a stunt going to happen?
Right.
Or is he going to hit an inside move on you, So
yeah.
you got to analyze everything, even pre-snap.
Okay. So you're trying to see basically like their body position where they are, and you're trying to use that information to determine where they're going to end up.
Yeah.
Okay. See, there we go. We got to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just give me the top line, and we'll work our way down to it. All right. Final thing, I do want to ask you about some of your teammates too. You play next to Omar Ibedian.
Yep.
That dude looks like he's got a motor.
Yeah, he does.
What's it like playing next to Omar?
He's just like a fierce competitor, and he just moves people. And he wants to put you in the dirt. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So.
And how is he the fastest of the offensive linemen? Now he's gotten the most play in terms of some highlights, but is he the fastest? Do you guys ever race? Let me start.
We in the summer, we have speed.
Okay.
So
who won that?
You could probably say it's me.
Okay.
Me or Perk.
Yeah.
Or JT.
Okay.
Those are like the three that get in the most, but Omar pulls the most. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you only see him.
Right.
If I was there, I would look like that too. A little faster though.
Naturally. Okay. Well, there we go. Now we know what that looks like. And then also, Connor Moore, freshman, in at the left tackle position. What's it been like watching a young man who's a freshman getting into there and succeeding the way he has so far?
Yeah, he's done a really good job so far, and it's good to see him improve every week. Obviously, week 1 is going to be different than week 5. Like when I first moved over to O-line, week 1 was so much different than week 5, and year 1 to 2 is so much different. You kind of just see everything more clearly. But he's made good strides so far.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And
yeah.
Now here we are into week 7, and can't wait to see what that brings for us. Yeah. All right, Marcus Weir joining us today. Appreciate the time and the insight, and some of the X's and O's. Appreciate that, Marcus.
Yeah.
All right, we're switching over to the defensive side next. We're talking with Drew Paldor after this timeout. You're listening to Cat Chat presented by Learfield.
XL Country 100.7 KXLB Churchill, Bozeman, Belgrade. Also in Livingston on translator K254AL.
Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Shop in store at their North 7th Avenue location or online at shop.msubobcats.com for everything you need to cheer on your Bobcats. Universal Athletic, a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Go Cats!
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing. Or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex. Powered locally.
For all you've been through lately, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana wants to make sure you are covered in care. From preventive cancer screenings to proper control of diabetes, high blood pressure and behavioral health management, to prenatal care and child immunizations, Blue Cross and Blue Shield is by your side, reminding you preventive care is imperative care. Stay on top of your health at bcbsmt.com. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana. Through it all.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
At Montana State University, students shape signature experiences that take them across the state and into local communities. MSU is dedicated to its land-grant mission, integrating transformational learning, discovery, and service that improves lives. You'll find our students teaching across Montana, conducting research in the heart of Yellowstone National Park, or even creating small shelter prototypes to address homelessness. Montana State University. Think outside.
for every adventure and every mishap. Bozeman Health provides expert, personalized care to each person, going well beyond traditional health care. We're your partner in health and well-being, working together for your day-to-day and the decades to come. With care sites in Belgrade, Big Sky, and Bozeman, and with the only hospitals in the Gallatin Valley, Bozeman Health keeps your care close to home. Find a Bozeman Health provider today at bozemanhealth.org.
Guys, it's buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday at Buffalo Wild Wings, and guess what?
You're gonna be a dad.
What? No, it's Boneless Thursdays, which means free boneless wings.
You'd be a great dad.
Okay, enough.
Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday only at Buffalo Wild Wings. To the greatest of all times. Buy one boneless wings at regular price. Get one of equal value free at participating locations for a limited time. While supplies last. Limit one, not valid with other offers. Size exclusions may apply. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations through Buffalo Wild Wing website or app. Fees, including service fees, may apply.
Hello, tomorrow. We may not know exactly what you've got in store for us, for our routines and our normals. But here's the thing. Turns out, we've got this. We haven't seen everything, but we have seen ourselves be more ready for whatever you bring than we thought we would be. So when it comes to tomorrow, bring on the day. First Interstate, built for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Visit us at firstinterstate.com.
We are back at Buffalo Wild Wings for Cat Chat. You can enjoy Cat Chat, the official radio show of head coach Brent Vigen and Bobcat Athletics, over wings and beer every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. only at Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm Keaton Galogly, and we are joined now by Drew Polidor, your starting free safety, switching over to the defensive side. Drew, how we doing? How we feeling?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
There we go. Make sure this is all dialed up. Yeah, everybody speaks at a different volume.
Yeah.
Appreciate having you on, and it's been fun watching you go to work. How's the start of the season been for you?
The start of the season's been great. We're doing pretty well as a team right now. We got good momentum going forward and going through Big Sky play right now.
Yeah, feeling like you're kind of really into the rhythm now in that free safety spot and doing what you're doing?
Yeah, I'd say I'm getting to the swing of things. It's definitely feeling a lot more natural now.
Yeah.
Since week one, of course, and I'm taking strides.
Yeah, starting to feel like you're just playing and not so much thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's starting to be a lot more natural, not thinking so much during each play.
Yeah. When did that start? I mean, was there a point where you're like, okay, now I really feel like I'm just playing myself and I'm not trying to think of every little thing?
Probably after week two.
Okay.
Week two, I knew we had a big game going into that week, of course,
Right.
and was kind of anxious about that game going into it, but felt like I had a pretty good game that week and gave me a lot more confidence to kind of feel more comfortable out there on the field.
Yeah. Well, man, it's been fun watching you work and watching this defense play right now. I mean, look, the defense had some great moments last year, but it does feel like this year this defense is just doing more. It seems more creative. I mean, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is watching what you're doing and what Rylan Ort's doing. I mean, you two guys in that safety position are fun to watch play. What's it like playing next to Rylan day in and day out?
Playing next to Rylan, he's a great leader. One of the guys who won't let anything slip out there on the defense. But just seeing his competitiveness and the way he can lead by example as well, you have to respect a guy like Rylan.
Yeah, and he seems like a really sure-handed tackler too. It's fun watching him just dive in there.
Oh yeah, I get the best seat in the house seeing him fill a gap.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun to watch.
Right, and for you, I mean, tackling-wise, we've seen you come in and lay some big hits, be in some big spots. How have you developed your ability to just be a sure-handed tackler this year?
I mean, tackling and physicality is a choice. You either go out there on the field and want to do it or you don't, and it's something I take pride in, something that I try to be at an elite level in, and the rest plays out itself.
Yeah. You're rocking the Houston Rockets hat right now?
Yes.
Yeah, looking good. That's one of their older logos, too.
Oh, yeah.
We got a nice little contingent of Texas guys around here. Now, did you know any of these other dudes from Texas when you were in high school or anything?
So Omar went, our O-lineman, our guard, he went to my rival school.
Okay.
And I played him. We lost to him all the way up until my senior year. He went to the powerhouse, Katy,
Did he?
Katy High School.
Yeah.
But my senior year, we were able to beat him. But me and Omar, we knew each other mutually, and yeah, that's
Nice.
pretty much it.
Okay, so now, did you guys talk at all before you guys got here? Like, was there any conversations there?
Obviously, he transferred here after I did
Yep.
from the Army.
Yep.
And he was just asking me, like, how is it adjusting, like, coming from where we're from, Katy, Texas, right outside of Houston.
Yeah.
Going up to Bozeman, of course, it's a little bit of an adjustment, but I told him it's not too bad. You can come up here and handle it.
Yeah.
And he is so far, too. So.
Yeah, get out and get in front of some of the best fans, the
Oh.
biggest crowds, and all that. I mean, playing high school football in Texas, and especially in a in a bigger metro area like that. What were some of the environments in high school that you played in front of?
I'd say definitely the biggest place I played was NRG Stadium for playoffs.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Because we'll go to the NFL teams for playoff, like, deeper rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
But, I mean, I'm from Katy, Texas. We have 2 stadiums, pretty much parking lot to parking lot next to each other.
Wow.
One of them have a 18,000 capacity. So,
That's wild.
I mean, I played during COVID, so we couldn't pack it out that much. But football is pretty much a second religion out there in Texas. So, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, during the non-COVID times, I mean, they fill those places up to 18,000?
Oh, yeah. So, I know the year before the big stadium was built, which is Legacy Stadium.
Yeah.
We played Katy, and we were the best teams in the city at that time, and we packed it out. It was a sold-out crowd.
Yeah.
I want to say that stadium is around 13,000.
Okay, yeah, that's no joke, especially at the high school level.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, that's better than some. I'm sure that's better than plenty of different college places
Oh, yeah.
we've seen.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Now you transferred from Air Force, so in your second year here and settled it in. But tell me a little bit about that transfer process. You know, what were some of the things you were looking for when you did decide to transfer? What were some of your priorities?
My priority, of course, just my nature. I wanted to go win.
Yeah.
Putting in work and doing all these tough things we do as student athletes, winning makes it all worthwhile. So that was important to me. And just finding a place where people loved football and meeting the staff on my visit, meeting just people in town really showed me how much football is cared about here in Montana, and that was a big part of my decision making.
Yeah, so you wanted to win and you wanted people who cared.
Yeah.
All right, so I think you got that here.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I like to see it. We got Cal Poly coming up this week. They're a team that, they've got some good quarterbacks. They've got 2 quality quarterbacks. We don't know which one's going to play this week, but tell me a little bit about this Cal Poly team and some of the things you guys need to do to be successful this weekend.
I mean, they're a team on the West Coast. Most West Coast teams know how to throw the ball efficiently. Of course, we've seen that they've struggled a little bit over the past couple of years, but they have enough.
Yeah.
They have the athletes to make plays. If we mess up, they have the athletes to really damage us if they're given the opportunity. And so it's a scenario where you have to come in and be smart playing a team like that.
Yeah. You get excited when you see a team that passes as much as they do. You're like, all right, I'm going to get some opportunities here.
Oh, yeah. I love seeing a team that passes often. I mean, I still love playing the run as well, so it doesn't matter. I just like seeing that the team's coming to town, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and especially, for you as a guy who's now changed positions from cornerback to safety, first of all, what position did you play in high school?
High school, I played both, actually.
Okay, so you played both those
I
spots.
played corner mostly,
Uh-huh.
but when things got quiet, I went to safety in the back.
Yeah. So when you were getting recruited, what were some of the coaches telling you? I mean, were coaches saying, hey, we want you here? Other coaches saying they wanted you in a different spot?
All coaches actually wanted me at corner when I was being recruited in high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when you started to go through that transfer process, did people still want you at that corner position? Or
Yes, people still wanted me at that corner position.
So was it a little bit of a surprise when, coming into this year, they wanted to have you make that move to free safety?
I wouldn't say it was much of a surprise. I actually wanted to make that move. Just I've said before, I wanted to make more of an impact. I didn't want to just follow one person throughout the game.
Yeah, you want to see everybody.
Yeah, I want to be able to deal with everybody on the field. I love it, but I wanted to be rangy and go make plays and big hits. So
yeah. How much more of a mental demand is it to be in that free safety position versus that cornerback? But now, hey, I'm not just gluing to this guy, I'm gluing to everybody out there.
Oh, yeah. Definitely, I'd say, like, the run fits.
Yeah.
Fitting up a run the way you're supposed to when I'm down in the box is a big learning curve coming from cornerback. However, I feel like one of the reasons I wanted to move to safety is my feel for the game.
Right.
And I don't know, it was kind of, I wanted to say, a little bit tailored for me and how I like to play. So.
Yeah, well, and now here you are and getting it rolling, and defense has been good, man. It's been fun watching you guys go to work throughout this season. And finally, Willie Mack Garza, another Texas guy, defensive coordinator. What's it been like working with him, and how does he get this defense rocking right?
Willie Mack Garza, he's like I like to describe him as one of my uncles, one of my older uncles. He's a cool guy. If you mess up enough, he can get very uncool, but that's usually your fault.
Right.
But love being one of his students of the game, and he's a great teacher. And nothing but good for him.
Yeah. He's got the best sunglass game on the crew.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got all the different sunglasses.
Except for when you're supposed to react on his eyes, and he keeps them. He keeps them on in practice. You get kind of confused.
Like, yeah.
Where are you looking, man?
Let me know. Awesome. Well, Drew, man, it's been a lot of fun watching you develop into where you are now. We could do it here for a couple of years. You're just getting started.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, Drew Powdor, appreciate the time, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Drew Powdor. We're taking a break. This is Cat Chat presented by Learfield.
Town & Country Foods is a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics. As a locally owned company, we believe the benefit of buying local helps support the local economies in southwest Montana. Our stores offer great selections of items you need every day, including organics, specialty foods, fresh meats and produce, along with incredible selections from our bakery and deli departments. Town & Country Foods is 100% employee-owned and serves southwest Montana with 8 locations. Visit your local Town & Country Foods today. Go Cats!
Montana holds some of the greatest hunting in the country, and much of that occurs on private land. Access to private land is a key part of hunting and wildlife management, but that access is at risk with every gate left open, piece of litter left behind, or torn up ag field from someone driving where they weren't allowed. As hunters and guests in Montana, we must do better. Get familiar with Montana's block management program and follow the rules for every block management area you hunt, because we either do better or we'll lose access. It's that simple. It's up to us. Respect access, protect the hunt.
From our 1946 roots providing lumber for Yellowstone National Park to our current headquarters in Bozeman, we at Simpkins-Hallen believe in building the Gallatin Valley's future while continuing to honor its past. Contractors large and small benefit from our decades of experience and our extensive network of suppliers. We can source the materials you need, no matter the project. For all your building needs, go to where long-standing traditions have met with quality building products for over 75 years. Simpkins-Hallen, a Montana tradition among builders since 1946.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice the meat and cheese for my sub is a sight to behold. The layers of ham, salami, and pepperoni are even more glorious than the pink and orange layers of a sunrise. Yeah, the sun's pretty and all that, but in about 7 billion years it's going to explode, obliterating the earth and every living thing on it. And if there's no sun, there's no subs. Meanwhile, the only thing a sub ever obliterated was my hunger. Freshly sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Did you know that Southwest Montana has one of the highest per capita hot tub usage rates in the world? See what your friends and neighbors already know. How great it feels to soak under the big sky. Mountain Hot Tub has helped more friends and families relax in hot water than anyone in Montana. New hot tubs starting at less than $5,000. When you're ready to relieve stress and save money at the same time, come see us at the corner of Huffine and Gooch Hill. Mountain Hot Tub since 1979.
Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. outside the box for your complete branding solutions. Located in Bozeman, Montana, we offer a full print shop for banners, signs, wraps, trade show booths and graphics, promotional products, and much more. If you can think it, we can ink it. We are a proud supporter and corporate sponsor of the MSU Bobcats. Like us on Facebook to see some of our cat wraps. Ready to build your brand? Think Inc. and call us at 406-922-6462 or visit us on the web at inkoutside.com.
All right, we are back one final time for Cat Chat, live from Buffalo Wild Wings. Universal Athletic has been a proud supporter of Bobcat Athletics for over 45 years. Check out their great selection of Bobcat apparel and accessories for all your game day needs. Go Cats. Also, if you need to get some more Bobcat gear as well, you can go to the MSU Bookstore. You can go up to the Strand Union Building or online at msubookstore.org. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside head coach Brent Vigen, and getting ready for week 7 here. Cal Poly is coming into town. And Coach, a full extra week to kind of get ready to go here. But first of all, in terms of preparation, do you guys start Cal Poly preparation to the guys a little bit earlier on a bye week like this?
Yeah, most of our work Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday was Cal Poly. We did a little bit of good on good, I guess, going just against our own schemes. But, yeah, you certainly start the game plan going, integrate the film, knowing that they had one more game. They played Idaho this past weekend, so you add that game into the mix. But, yeah, we've been on, Cal Poly, an extra 4 or 5 days.
All right, well, let's talk about this Cal Poly team a little bit. Right now, they're 2-4, 0-3 in Big Sky play. They had the big transfer quarterback, Sam Heward, who transferred over from Washington, and he's been banged up. He's been in concussion protocol, so Bo Kelly's been playing in his place. So first of all, let's just start with Bo Kelly. If he's the guy who does end up starting, what kind of quarterback is he, and how does he run this offense?
A younger guy, redshirt freshman, but he's done a good job. He's got really good mobility. He's the unscripted play has probably been his big plays to this point, but has a good arm, can run around a little bit, can extend plays, and can make some plays with his feet as well. So he's done a good job coming in, and I'm certain that you get a transfer like Heward, that was probably dialed in that he was going to be that guy, and Kelly's right there waiting in the wings. They got a bunch of experienced guys. Both guys that played the primary, amount of downs for them last year are still in the roster as well.
Right, and this is a roster also that did turn over their head coach. So Bo Baldwin went over to Arizona State as the offensive coordinator. And side note, he's actually coaching Cameron Scatabo, who transferred as well from Sac State over to Arizona State. And Scatabo's been their leading rusher. But Paul Wolf, the new head coach over there, and a guy who had a lot of success in the Big Sky at Eastern Washington back in the early 2000s. So do you know much about Coach Wolf here, or what kind of style he was bringing in versus the previous style?
Well, he was on the staff. Coach Baldwin came after him at Eastern Washington, so they're tied together back to that time. And he's been more of an O-line guy. Coach Baldwin's been the primary guy as far as the throw it around schemes that they've had. But I think what they did when they went there, they flipped that thing completely over. Offensively, they've been triple option, a way different style of defense. So that takes time, and they're committed to it. And I think Coach Wolf, he knows how to have success in this league. And Cal Poly is a unique school in our league as far as the academic profile. But they are in California. They're close to a lot of population. They're going to get athletes, and they have athletes right now. They have guys that have been now in their system a couple years, and they're going to give us their best shot. I know that.
All right. Well, that's coming up 6 o'clock on Saturday. We're on the air at 5 o'clock for the Week 7 matchup against Cal Poly. All right. Go check out the volleyball team on Thursday at 7 p.m. They got Eastern Washington in town. Thanks to Kira Thompson, Matt Hauk, as well as Drew Polidor and Marcus Weir. For head coach Brent Vigen, I'm Keaton Galogly, and we'll talk again on Saturday. Go Cats!
You've been listening to Cat Chat with head football coach Brent Vigen. Brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings, the official home of Cat Chat, every Wednesday night at 6:30. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation of the Bobcats Sports Network.
This program has been paid for by Learfield Bobcat Sports Properties.